What's up guys, I'm Dakota Freeman and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you what's inside my dirt bike bag. If this video helps you out, make sure you drop some comments down below and tell me all about it. Hit that subscribe button, like it, and let's go ahead and jump in. So inside my motocross bag I'm going to have a bunch of different things. Everything in here though is going to help me whenever I'm out traveling. I like to leave everything together. That way, whenever I'm getting ready to go on a trip, I already know everything is right here where it needs to be. I can pick up my bag and I'm ready to roll. This helps save me a lot of time whenever I'm getting ready for a trip, or if it's a last minute decision. This makes it so much easier for me to grab everything I need and know that I'm not leaving anything behind. So the first thing I've got in my motocross bag is going to be my gear. I've got my Fox pants here. I also wear an undershirt as well. This helps me be able to get the sweat and everything off of my body a lot better, and also keeping me cooler as I ride. And this is the jersey that goes with that set of gear as well. So I've got a pair of pants, I've got an undershirt, and my jersey inside my motocross bag. And on top of the gear, I also have my knee pads. This will go underneath my pants and keep my knees protected if I go down or have any rocks flung up at me. So underneath my knee pads, I like to have a long pair of socks. These socks are super thin and arid on the back, so even though they're long, they are gonna be able to dry quick and get as much heat away from my body as possible. So these socks are super thin and easy to wear, and they go under my knee pads. I like to carry a couple extra sets of gear just to make it a little bit easier. I don't have many sets of gear, but I do have two, one from a long time ago, and then this is my most recent set. I've got another pair of pants. I've got another jersey that goes with this pair of pants, and another dry, moisture wicking shirt to get the sweat away from my body. Another pair of socks to go with that extra set of gear, so I don't have to wear my socks 2 times in a row. I can switch it out. So I have a really thin pair of boxer shorts here. There's no heat held in, and it's going to be able to get as much moisture away from my body as possible. And having a couple sets of gear is really going to help you, just because normally when I go on a trip I'll ride a couple of days, and after one day in a set of gear it's already drenched and soaking wet. Even if it dries, it's kind of got that salty, sticky feeling of being sweaty and gross. Unless you're washing your gear while you're out camping, it's always great to have a second pair with you whenever you go camping or traveling. So as you know, I live in Colorado and I deal with a lot of cold temperatures even when I go dirt biking. So I like to have a couple heat layers inside my gear just to be able to keep me warm if I'm out riding during the winter. So this extra thermal layer will really keep me warm whenever I'm dirt biking. This layer is also a long sleeve, so it's going to keep my entire body warm other than my core. It's also going to go down my arms and keep my arms that much more protected from the cold. As we're dirt biking, we do produce heat, so it's rare that you will use these layers, but in the heart of the winter, even when I go out to the desert, it gets cold out there, and sometimes I'll put this on underneath my jersey and everything else just to give me that extra layer of warmth. So on top of that layer, which is going to really help you stay warm with your jersey on top of it, I also ride with a hoodie as well. That layer is going to be wonderful to keep you warm under your jersey, but sometimes I don't need that much of a warm layer, and I just want something kind of in between. So what works really well for me, when it's an in between, you're not really cold looking for that thermal layer, but you're still a little chilly and you want an extra layer to keep you warmer, I'll wear my thin breathable layer underneath. I'll then put my jersey on, but on top of my jersey, I have my sweatshirt. This hoodie gives me another layer without having a super thick thermal layer on underneath everything. I like this a little bit better because it gives me the ease of being able to move around without being restricted with that thermal layer. I find that it kind of restricts me a little bit. So I can put this on over top everything else, and it's going to keep me warm without limiting my range of motion and mobility. So this is one of my favorite layers to add on top of my everyday riding gear just to help me get a little bit warmer. This has also helped me out in a lot of crashes. As you can see on the back here, I have a little bit of road rash, but this really saved my jersey and gear whenever I went down on the road, and it only ripped this up. It also got my water pack that was on my back at the time. It's good to know that a few extra layers can keep you that much safer when you're out on the trail. All right, so the last thing that's down in my motocross bag, which I never really wear, is gonna be a raincoat. I used to wear this a lot back when I was racing, and you'd show up to the track and it's been raining and you know it's gonna be a muddy, muddy mess. Also, when it's currently raining on you, this will keep you 100% dry while you're riding. I'm not saying it's the most comfortable thing to wear when you go riding, but it will keep you dry, especially on a track when you're going racing. So I also have a few extra pair of gloves, an extra sprocket, front sprocket, and I also have a goggle case, which I am not using. Inside here though, if I go to the track, I do have a couple packs of tear-offs. These will go over your goggle lens. Say you're racing or riding on a track and you get roosted, what these do is go over your goggles to where when the mud sticks, you can actually just rip that plastic off and have a whole fresh vision again. So when you're on the track and racing, these are really good to have in your motocross bag. I've got an extra front brake lever because you never know when you're going to need another front brake lever. So the only things that weren't in my bag that were just sitting on the table here is my helmet. I wear this every time I get on my dirt bike. I've got my gloves that I just leave inside, and also my goggles that go right on top. Normally when I travel, I can just leave all this sitting together and know that whenever I pick it up, everything's gonna be right there where it needs to be. I can throw this in my helmet bag or put it on top of all this. The only other thing I've got inside my motocross bag is gonna be my motocross boots. These dirt biking boots are a super important part to everyone's motocross gear bag. These things are gonna keep you super safe no matter where you're riding, protecting your ankles at all times. I ride with an Alpine Star Tech 7 here. Find whatever works for you and just make sure you stay protected whenever you are riding your bike. All right guys, this is everything that goes inside my motocross bag whenever I go on a dirt biking trip. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack everything in my bag. Alrighty guys, that's everything that I take with me in my motocross bag whenever I go on a dirt bike riding trip. I really hope this video helped you out. If it did, make sure you drop some comments down below and tell me all about it. Tell me what you like to bring inside of your motocross bag. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like it. I'm Dakota Freeman, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you get notified every time I make new content. And after that, you can click on my next video right here. Go ahead, click on it. I'll see you guys over there.